I want to talk a little bit about this loving and versus being in love, because when you fall in something, it's almost like it's something that's just out there that you have no control over. You know, and you just step and like stepping into a puddle. You know, oh, I fell in love. But that's not how love is. Love is something that you grow. Because when you grow something, you have to nurture it, you have to water it, and you take an active part in its growth. You are the ones who are responsible for it growing. So I believe that if you love someone, it's an intellectual decision that you make to be committed to that person's legitimate needs. And once you've decided to do that and made that intellectual commitment, I'm going to be committed to fulfilling your needs, period, till death do us part. You're in love, whether you feel like it or not.
Pastor Cal made a really good point. I mean, love really and truly is not necessarily a feeling, more of it's an intellectual desire to commit to that person and to all their needs until death do you part. And I'm past that with Danielle. I mean, we're both that committed to each other, and we know that we want this to be a lifelong thing. And so, you know, it's something I want to talk to Danielle about.
Let's just enjoy where we are, man. All right?
Love it.
Go and do what married people do.
Yes. Okay. Amen.
All right.
How was guys' night?
It was good. It was good.
What did y'all talk about?
Let's see. Pastor Cal had us rate our wives, and then
What did you rate me?
10.
It's really awesome to know that Bobby rated me a 10 as his wife. I feel like our marriage has been going really well so far, so to have that confirmation from him that I'm holding up my end as a wife is really awesome. And I would rate him a 10 too, because honestly, I think he's perfect. I couldn't be any happier.
And then at one point, just kind of started talking about love, and Pastor Cal kind of told us like what love is. And rather it being like waiting on a feeling, like this random feeling or emotion, it's an intellectual choice that you make within yourself to be committed to that person. You know, like the I'll do anything for you at any time. Commitment till death do you part. And it really makes you think about how you value that person, or how you see that person, or how you see yourself with that person. So, it was nice.
After meeting up with the guys tonight, I've put a lot of thought into Pastor Cal's definition of what love is. And if that's what love is, I'm 100% in love with Danielle. I just haven't told her yet, because I'm just waiting for that moment where everything feels right, and it's gonna be easy for me to tell her that.
It's just super interesting.
Yeah.
Hearing Bobby explain Pastor Cal's definition of love makes a lot of sense, and I definitely feel like that's how I feel about Bobby. But it's one thing to realize you have those feelings, and it's a whole nother thing to have to say them out loud. And I'm just not ready to do that yet. But we're only 3 weeks in, so I know I'm gonna get there eventually.
Good night, sweetie. I hope you sleep well.